Welcome, everybody, to another episode of the Steel Science Sports League Off the Track. And today's episode, we're going to be covering about the 2023 Monster Jam season lineup. Now, however, they updated it, and sure, there's still a lot of TBAs on there, but we're going to cover it just because it's new. We still don't know what's going on. But today, joining with me today back with me is Dor Z, driver of Kaden's Curse.
What is up, everyone?
And then coming in from the last recent episode from Omaha, Kaden Allen, driver of Great Clips Mohawk Warrior.
Hey guys, how's it going?
And then for the first time tonight as well, I have from also Arena Series, the driver of Northern Nightmare, MrMudd.
Yo, what's good, y'all? How y'all doing?
How y'all doing tonight, fellas?
Doing pretty good.
Doing good.
How about you?
Doing great.
All right. So the 2022 season is on a close right now. As for Monster Jam, I don't know about any other promotions, but Monster Jam just recently ended their season at Spokane. And what did you guys think about Spokane?
Well, I've never been there, so I have no idea how I feel about it.
Personally, I haven't been able to keep up with it much because life has been too busy for me, but I'm pretty sure it was an amazing show.
It looked pretty awesome, and it was kind of like a Arena West kickoff because majority of the West competitors were competing in Spokane.
Right.
That is true.
Yeah, Kaden and I were. Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to say, it seemed like Tristan and Elvis basically swept the show.
Well, yeah, we're going to be talking about those two later today once we announce their tours. So we're about to start announcing the 2023 tours, and we're going to start with Stadium Championship Series Red, and here to announce that is Dorsey.
All right. So the first Stadium tour, we got return and Gravedigger, of course. Adam Anderson will be there. Fending off against the Stadium. Well, they're actually in the same exact color tour, but Tom Mentz is also back at Stadium Red defending his championship from the 2022 season. Caleb Blood moves from the yellow tour to the red tour and will be facing off against Tom and Adam for the first time in stadiums. And of course, Camden Murphy is back in Bakugan Dragonoid. Bryce Kenny is also there, fending off against Adam again. And I believe this is 4 stadium tours in a row for Bryce and Adam, which is kind of funny. And in a surprise change, Todd LeDuc will be in Megalodon for the first time in a stadium tour. And now for the independents, we have Team Throttle Monster representing Mike Christensen and Vendetta will be back in the stadiums. And a well-deserved Travis Mallory move into the stadiums driving Velociraptor. Of course, we have Team Foolery, Matt and Nick, Pagliarulo and Jester and Kraken. And of course, we have Cole Bernard in the Black Pearl, which he had a great 2022 season back in stadiums, and also a returning stadium driver Jamie Garner, but not in his usual body overboard. He'll be driving the Crazy Bull El Toro Loco, and that is the 12 drivers.
And so before I move on to what the track style is going to be like, how do you guys feel about this lineup?
I think this will be the most competitive tour.
It's a full of heavy hitters. I'm excited to see all the highlights on social medias, everything else.
I agree with what Dorsey just said. I think this is going to be the most competitive tour between Adam, Tom, and Camden for sure, and Todd LeDuc in a new ride in Megalodon. And I think Cole Bernard too is another one to watch. Definitely those 4 or 5 are definitely going to be ones to watch.
For sure. So here's the one thing that I guess bothered everyone. It's Todd LeDuc and Megalodon. How are y'all feeling about that?
I'm interested on seeing what he can do in that behind the wheel of the Megalodon. Since we know what he can do, Thunder and Monster Energy or Mutant, I'm excited to see what he can do behind the wheel of Meg.
I think Meg is going to be definitely a unique thing to see. I am glad, though, that we have a Feld driver back in Megalodon truck in the stadium tour. We haven't seen that in a little bit. But
I
I
agree
mean,
with
I'm
that.
glad it's
That's
Todd.
true.
I mean, Todd's going to rip it up for
Big
sure.
time.
I mean, he knows how to
He knows how to
rip-
throw.
he knows how to throw it down. His season in Blue Thunder was amazing. So
Yeah.
definitely excited to see what he can do in Megalodon.
He especially knows how to get huge air out of anything too.
Yeah.
Throw back to World Finals 15 and recent World Finals 20.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad this is the stadium tour that's going to the shows I'm going to, because what I said, yeah, this is definitely going to be the most competitive one out of the two.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this tour
Big time.
in Minneapolis in February. This is going to be definitely worth something.
Yeah, you had the 5 that you mentioned. You got Bryce Kenny, who's
Yeah.
I feel like it's 50-50, but he's always
Right.
there to throw it down. And Travis Mowry, he did pretty good when he drove the zombie truck in the storm damage body, or not body, sorry, chassis.
Yeah,
Chess.
I'm
When he-
excited for that. I'm glad that Travis Mowry's in the stadium spot. It's going to be – I'm glad he gets to kind of
I mean, hey, he got Jurassic Tech's first stadium
Win-
freestyle
yeah.
win in forever.
And again, I'm also interested in seeing the rivalry between Cam. I think it was Cam and Adam. They were always back and forth in racing. I know it was 2 of them.
– yeah,
can't remember.
Camden and Adam are – they're going to be the heavy hitters in racing for
Big
sure on
time.
this tour. They are going to be
And
the ones to
Tom
watch
is
for
going to
sure.
be the heavy hitter in 2-wheel skills.
Yeah,
Big
and
time.
Bryce too.
Oh
Bryce
yeah,
and him are like really the leaders in skill.
yeah. But let's not forget about Todd, since he's an all-rounded, an amazing competitor.
Right.
In
Yeah.
all
In all
And
three
Nick-
competitions.
Yeah.
Nick Pag's also got a great stoppie.
Yeah.
True. And Matt's getting better each week too.
I think Nick, Cole, and Travis are going to play spoiler on this tour. For sure, those three.
They definitely
They're
will.
the ones
Yeah.
that
Well,
are going
don't
to play spoiler.
But don't sleep on Kayla Blood though. She was
Kayla Blood, too. I forgot about her.
Yeah,
Kayla
don't sleep
Blood
on
is
her.
going to be.
Yeah, she was incredible in the arena. Let's see. I wonder how she can do in the arena now.
Yeah, in stadium, she's killed it last year in stadium. She got
Yeah.
her first ever stadium freestyle win. I think she'll pick up a couple more. And maybe an overall.
Hey,
Oh,
I
I
believe
see that.
her first show back from the pandemic, she won racing
In MetLife,
East
yeah.
Rutherford.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm
And then
excited.
so
Go on.
And then, so moving on from the lineup, we're going on to the track style for Steer Shred. So this one is going to be the paperclip style. However, they're going to do one full lap inside of the berms, and then they go on to the outside lanes and just finish the last lap right there. So what do you guys think about that? I say that's pretty neat, to be honest.
That sounds interesting. I was younger, I used a similar track style whenever I was younger playing with the scales based off the tabletop, but they would start off on the side. And they would go opposite direction of each other.
Yeah,
I think it's the right call. Oh, sorry, you can go.
No, you can go ahead, Dorsey.
All right, I think it was the right call just to do an extra lap. It makes the drivers, you got to be more, what's the word? Like
Precise.
focused and doing the exactly,
Precise with
into doing the turns.
auto control and everything else, like you're
Yeah.
saying. Yeah.
And I think it will be really good racing for that new style.
I like paperclip. I liked it when they did it last year, and I'm glad that Adam gets to run it full time, and Bryce will get to run it, and Tom too, because they never got the chance to really run this track style. And same thing with Todd. I'm really glad that they get a chance to rip it up. Even though Camden, out of all the drivers on this tour, Camden and Kayla are the ones that have the most experience on it.
Yeah, when I'm looking at the lineup, there's only been 3 of them for the tour that did it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see this tour.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I say the track style is interesting for sure for racing. For freestyle and two-wheel skills, it's going to be about the same.
Right.
For sure, it's going to be about the drivers we mentioned are going to be the heavy hitters for that. And so this lineup is going to be an interesting one for sure. It's going to be real competitive. Can't wait to get all the updates every weekend when they get to compete.
Should we make our predictions of who's going to win the tour?
I'm down for that.
You guys want to make it early to go?
We
That's
can
might
make
as
an
well.
early prediction.
mean,
I think this was definitely the hardest one to pick.
Yeah, I
yeah.
agree with Dorsey. This is the
Like,
hardest one.
Anyone could win it though.
Thing is, I've already made my predictions, and I already have my answer. So if you guys want to let me go first,
Yeah,
well,
you can go
decide.
first. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
I believe for the first time in his career, Camden Murphy will get it done in the 2023 season.
I can actually see that. But then again, never sleep on Kayla though. Like I said earlier,
Yeah,
she was a huge threat behind that wheel of any monster truck she driven. Driven. Started off in arena, she was a massive threat,
Right.
and I'm excited to see how much further she can improve on her skill in the stadium.
I think I'm trying to think of all the female competitors. She is, not to compare anyone, I believe she is the best driver for the females.
I agree with you. I agree with you on that.
She's one of the best ones who hasn't won a world title yet or world championship yet.
And who knows? I mean, if she can really come out next year and really play spoiler, and who knows? I mean, I'm not going out on a limb here and saying anything like that, but I'm going to say, do you guys think like Kayla could potentially win her first world championship next year?
Oh yeah,
I go to world final.
I could see it.
If she keeps up there,
she could possibly double down at that too. I mean, that's a high possibility. That's a high probability chance.
It's an interesting one for sure.
Yeah, never sleep on any of these drivers.
Yeah. So I think if it's okay, I'm gonna go with my prediction for the Stadium Tour Red. I'm gonna go with Lane's favorite thing to wear at a Monster Jam event. I'm gonna go with Tom Meents in Max D. I think Tom is gonna go back to back.
Ooh,
but
okay.
I think it'll be more him coming back. Like I think Adam and Kaden are gonna be the ones to dominate racing. But when it comes to skills, that's Tom Meents' competition.
And also freestyle though too.
And freestyle too.
Yeah.
I think Tom, if he can stay consistent in skills and freestyle and do well in racing, I think every weekend, I think Tom's got this tour pretty much covered.
Yeah. Once Tom gets the track figured out, he's automatic though.
I feel like Tom is going to be better in racing just because the spikes aren't going to be on his truck.
Yeah.
For next year.
Also, he always sits on the left side. So if he's turning on the left side,
it could help him. Yeah.
Yeah. Because he always cuts very close to the turnpike. Yeah. That's what I like about his driving style. And that's what I try to imitate throughout the season of the Arena Tour.
Who wants to go next with predictions?
So I'll go next. So it sucks that I won't get to see this tour live. But however, I do have some close predictions. I might be a little bit biased, but I'm gonna go with Tom on here. Kaden did call it, so I'm gonna go with Tom on this. But however, we were saying that Camden was the best one here at this track style when it came to racing.
Yeah.
And freestyle wasn't his favorite. He didn't get a win until East Rutherford. But we did get a handful of freestyle and skills winners, especially Tom and Adam and Todd. However, Todd, the fan judges are never in his favor either. So that's probably why they threw him in Megalodon. And also Bryce has done well. But I'm really going with Tom on this. You know, it's 20th anniversary. He's going to go all out. Like he says, you either go big or you go home. So I'm going with Tom on this one.
So we got 2 Tom and 1 Camden, 1 left.
One left, yep.
So, Mudd, what's your pick?
I have to go with either. It's a lot of choices for me. So I can see Kayla coming out. She could be a sleeper in this whole competition. But then again, it's either Camden or Tom. Those three. One of those three can win it all, in my eyes. Adam will be a close second place. But maybe I'm going to go crazy by maybe 3-point lead difference.
Right. This could come down to the wire. This tour could come down to like the final shows.
Yeah.
That's why I'm excited to go to MetLife.
Yeah, this could be something interesting. But I wouldn't count out Todd. I wouldn't count.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I wouldn't count Todd out between Adam And Tom, he could cut in the middle and just play spoiler. So
Yeah, this
I agree
tour,
with Dorsey. This is the best tour.
Tour Red
both
has a
stadium
lot of
tours.
veterans of the sport though too. Think about that.
Right.
There's a lot of young people, young ones in this sport in this tour too, or a few of them.
Yeah.
So all the notes, if the veterans go before the young ones, think of all the upsets that would cause though too.
Yeah, we can get like a variety of winners from this tour.
Well,
Yeah, I
big
can
time.
see a lot of upsets in this tour.
Mhm. Especially like
For
y'all was
sure,
saying
I would.
earlier with the fan
For
judges.
sure, I would say one of the upsets I would like to see here is Travis Mowry.
Yeah.
He's not afraid to stand on a stadium floor.
I don't even
Yeah.
think it would be an upset, to be honest with you. The last two stadiums he's been in, he made to the final round in racing against Adam, and he won freestyle and Jurassic Attack.
And it was on
Yeah,
this
that's
track
right.
style that they're running.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So that was Stadium's Championship Series, right? And that tour will kick off in Oakland, California on January 7th, 2023. So we're not Monster Jam, but start getting your tickets early so you can go see these amazing 12 drivers do what they do best. All right, and then we're going next on to Stadium Championship Series Blue. Here to announce that is MrMudd.
All right, starting us off is Gravedigger returning Tyler Maniga. He's gonna be fast this season, going against Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Next, El Toro Loco, driven by Mark List. Returning to the 18-wheeler theme body, I feel interested in this body style here. Lucas Stabilizer by Cynthia Gautier. Now, this truck has not been truly confirmed to my knowledge. Thunder Roars, driven by Colt Stevens. One of the veterans of the sport, Bari Musauer, returning into the zombie truck. He's always putting on a good show. Next up, Megalodon, driven by Corey Rummel. MrMudd, being driven by Chris Kohler. And one of the longtime veterans of the sport, Jim Kohler, driven by Avenger, driven by Jim Kohler. Brain fart there. Next up will be Axe, driven by Joe Foley. In the Fast Bad Company, driven by John Gordon. Finally, we have Shaker, driven by Ryan Disharoon.
All right, and that was the lineup. So what do you guys think about this lineup? I for sure love to see Joe Foley on this lineup. When I saw him on Father's Day at the Colorado Speedway, I think this guy can be a heavy hitter when it comes to skills, because when I saw his moonwalk on concrete on a racetrack floor, it was blowing me away. I'm like, wow, Joe Foley has gotten he's just, I can't wait to see him on a stadium floor. So what do you guys
I saw Joe Foley in July in the West Lebanon show, and he had 3 hits and he tipped over the truck, unfortunately, but they let him refire again. But yeah, after that, he really threw down the Axe truck, and I'm excited to see him in the next year's stadium tour.
Yeah, I'm excited to see Joe Foley. Joe Foley will be a lot of fun to watch. His freestyles, I'm telling you, he's gonna be a player when it comes to freestyle for sure. But I mean, having Mark List join Ryan Anderson and Tyler Meninga is gonna be something for the skills challenge. And Corey Rummel, I wouldn't count out Corey Rummel for a win on this tour because he was amazing last season.
Yeah.
Went against Ryan and Tyler and Bari Musauer, always a player. And I'm really, really excited to see what Chris Kohler can do in his first full season in Monster Jam.
Yes. Speaking of Corey, I forgot what it was like in race in the beginning of the year. What was it, like 4 final round appearances, something like that?
Yep.
Yeah, you can't count out Corey in racing.
So yeah, this lineup will be interesting to see. I probably will get to see it if they do announce Denver, which I bet they will. So, talking about racing, the track style for this track is we're still stuck on Chicago. However, they modified it called it Cyclone Racing, where it's brand new, kind of. So how it works is they start on the pod up, and then they come down, begin normal Chicago style racing, and then finish on those 2 laps. So, and to be honest, I like this. What do you guys think?
That actually sounds interesting. So I can see it.
Yeah, this track is definitely one that it's the same track layout as they did in Orlando, but just they didn't start on the pod. But this now that they're starting on the pod, I think it's an interesting racing style for sure. I'm excited to see how this is going to work when it comes to and who will really do well on this track. And I like the fact that what used to be the 8-pack jump that they used to put has jammers on the sides of it so they can hit it at the different angles, which I like.
Yeah, I think it's something different, and it's definitely a cool way to start off the racing.
All right, so good.
I was just thinking it would be hard to choose a winner for this one. For me,
I kind of think this one's an obvious choice for me.
It is. I agree with you, Dorsey. It's an obvious one.
The only reason was because Ryan and Tyler basically dominated their tour this past season. I think this one's an easier tour. Not saying anything bad about any of the drivers, but I believe this one's going to be an easy Ryan and Tyler dominated tour.
Yeah, I think I agree with you. I think Ryan and Tyler are really going to be the dominators on this tour. I mean, not saying anything bad about these drivers, but I think barring Musauer and Corey Rummel and Mark List, they will give Tyler and Ryan a run for their money. But at the end of the day, this tour is going with Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, powered by
I will agree.
It is Ryan Anderson's tour to win.
Yeah, don't forget about John Gordon, though. He's been consistently getting better each show, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that is true.
That's right.
I think he got 2 freestyle wins
in
his tour, I believe.
Yeah. And it was back-to-back weekends, too.
Think of all the accomplishments Jim Kohler has done, though, too, over the years. So he is also a nominee for this as well.
Yeah.
That's true, but he needs to get a win, though.
When Ryan starts winning, it's almost impossible for him to stop winning. Because once he wins, back in January, when Tyler started to have trouble, Ryan swooped in and just dominated his tour completely.
Yeah. Dishroon's a pretty good driver too. He got a freestyle on his skills win.
I'm interested in Ryan Dishroon in racing, because he's got that new truck, and that new truck worked so well at the end of the season. Now that he's going to get a full season in his truck, he's gonna I feel like he is gonna just completely. I feel like he's gonna be a big gun when it comes to racing.
So what would your guys' predictions be for this tour?
Ryan Anderson.
Yeah, Ryan.
And either Ryan or Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely one of those two.
So my pick, well, I mean, this one just seems too easy. It's Ryan Anderson.
Right.
Last year he did dominate his tour. And he does get most of the same competitors as Yellow this past season,
right.
Only with some of Reds coming into Blue.
Right.
But not saying that this won't be a hard tour for him. It's going to be a entertaining one.
Yeah,
definitely an entertaining tour.
I kind of feel like the 2 tours stayed the same. Like the Red Tour is going to be the most competitive one, and besides the name change from Yellow to Blue, I think it's going to be the complete same.
Right.
All right.
Yeah, but also factor in fan judging though too. That can really throw a curveball in all the scores too.
Oh yeah.
Personally, that's why I don't like fan judging, because you have to make a good impression at the pit party or previous shows and on the social media for that to be good.
Right.
Yeah, hardcore fans would judge based off the skills of the driver.
But new fans would just go off of how much they like the driver, personality.
Yes, or basically the popular one, aka Gravedigger or Son of a Digger in this case.
Or Maximum, or Max D.
Or Megalodon.
Yeah. Or talking about Megalodon, every tour has a Megalodon now. It's crazy. It's ridiculous.
Pretty much seems like almost every tour has a zombie now too. Two of them have it.
Yeah, but Megalodon's the new thing that's dominating.
I'm pretty sure Megalodon is in every tour, right?
Yeah, every tour
is.
will have a Megalodon on it.
I'm pretty sure Megalodon's the second ever truck to have a truck in every tour, I believe.
Literally,
unless El Toro did.
El Toro has 4.
No, I think Max D was one of them too, right?
No, Max
D is only in 1. Actually, 2.
Well, technically 2.
Because technically 2, yeah.
Yeah, because I know Colton driven one before.
But El Toro Loco, Megalodon, and
No, not Colton.
Almost a truck on every tour.
I think it was Colton and what's his name? I'm drawing a blank on his name.
Eichelberger?
No.
Colt
Stevens?
No, he was in the shootout for World Finals 20.
Jared Eichelberger? No, Blake Granger?
Yeah, that's him.
Yeah.
I had to think for a minute. I was like, what in the world is his name? I'm drawing a blank on it.
I think the most in one tour, like one season, was 4.
Yeah.
With Tom, Neil, and then Colton and Jared. And then Jared gets swapped.
I'm surprised Neil isn't on the tour lineup this season.
He's done driving as far as we know.
He's been done driving for a couple of years now.
For like the last 2 years, yeah. We would love to see him back, but they don't have to come back.
Right.
But finished off. Go ahead. Sorry.
You're good. I was just thinking he deserved a world title but he never got it though.
Yeah, I think he is the best driver to never win
a world championship.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was gonna say too.
He's
Yeah. He should have won at World Finals 18, but Leo O'Donnell won with a front flip, which was on accident.
Then again, and then that truck retired after that World Finals.
Yeah, literally 2 years. To finish off Stadium Blue, it'll kick off on San Diego, California, just right below Oakland, actually like a couple hours from Oakland. On the same night, January 7th, 2023. So if you're in the San Diego area, get your tickets now. We're not Monster Jam again, but
I also want to point out, Lane, that San Diego this year they're switching venues from Petco Park to
that's right.
Dragon Stadium.
Yes,
I did forget that.
So
I forget that
too.
I'm excited for that. I think going to a new venue in San Diego is gonna be exciting to see them go from a baseball stadium to a regular football stadium in California.
Yeah, that will be interesting how that'll play out, especially on this new track.
Yeah.
All right. So, moving away from the stadiums, we're now going to go into the arenas, kicking off with Arena Championship Series East. And here to announce that one is Dorsey.
All right. Since I'm from the East, of course, it was fitting for me to do the East tour. Returning there, driving Gravedigger, Weston Anderson is back, defending his championship East tour. Returning to a tour, Lindsay Reed, well, not the reigning anymore, but former World Finals. For Armando Castro is also back in Arena Series East battling with Weston. And our last company driver is Bernard Light, returning into the Megalodon seat. And for the independent teams, we have Team Throttle Monster, their first 2 ever tours as well. Hunter Souza driving, and Dalton Widener driving Jurassic Attack. Remember what this team's name is called? Something Unlimited, I believe.
Team Throttle
Monster Trucks Unlimited.
Monster Trucks Limited. Thank you.
Oh yeah.
Unlimited.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that.
Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, I know. I had to look it up too.
So returning in the East tour again, we have 3 people returning in this tour. Chad Tingler is back driving with the hook chassis on the zombie body, which is going to be very cool to see.
That'll be interesting, yeah.
And
F-150 body, right? chassis.
And a veteran coming back to the sports after performing one show this past year in Bad News Travels Fast. Frank Krimmel is back driving Stone Crusher. And that is the 8 drivers.
So if you already know me, I called him the GOAT Kreml once we saw him announce that he was returning. So the GOAT Kreml is back. All right. And what do you guys?
You go on. I'm just talking to myself. My bad.
All right. So what do you guys think about this lineup? This looks like another easy tour when it comes to West.
Yeah, it's going to be either Weston or Armando.
I don't see Armando. Well, not anything against Armando, but Weston last year on his tour, he was so consistent and dominant. He was unbelievable. But I want to go back to Lane's point. I am so glad, and I'm very excited actually to see Frank Kreml come back and drive Stone Crusher, which I think, kind of fits, Stone Crusher, an old school name. Kreml is an old school driver, so it'll be interesting to see what he'll be able to do. But you look at some of these guys like Chad Tingler and Zombie. I am extremely excited to see Hunter Souza get behind the wheel of Earthshaker this year. It'll be on his Wrecking Machine chassis. I'm very excited to see how he'll do. But I honestly think, and I'm already going to go with prediction, I think Weston Anderson's going to win this tour. He was so good last year. It was awesome to watch him come into his own. So I'm going with Weston on this tour.
For me, for my thing, I'll be seeing this tour in Worcester, so I'm going to be very excited for this. It's going to be cool seeing veterans on this tour. I'll be seeing Chad Tingler again, which it's cool seeing him drive a company body again.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might help him with scores a bit because he's really good in the donuts and he knows how to do a nice wheelie. And he's been doing more tricks with the I can't remember what the trick is called where you just reverse into a wheelie. Yeah.
Wheelie, yeah.
He's been doing that a lot more in Stone Crusher this past year. That would be cool. Of course, we have Hunter and Dalton, their first tours. Dalton's been pretty good in racing, and Hunter in his first show won donuts.
Yeah.
So you can't really count them out. For me, the thing with Weston had a struggle at the beginning of this tour this past season, and when he swapped, I believe, his Gravedigger chassis, he was really dominant at the end.
Yeah.
For me, I'm gonna go with Armando winning this, and I don't even know if I have a reason. I just feel like it's gonna be something new and different.
Right, Armando. I wouldn't count on Armando either. Armando was really good. He went into Washington, the final show in Washington D.C., and swept the whole show. Like Armando is not the one to mess around with, and Lindsay Reed too. Seeing her back in Scooby Doo, it's gonna be fun to watch. I think she'll give both Armando and Weston a run for their money.
I'm glad to see a lot of these drivers are back, as like y'all were saying.
I don't think
it's hard for me to choose. It's either Armando or Weston in my eyes. But then again, Chad and Frank both have massive experience behind the wheel. I'm excited to see what they can do in the Arena Series.
That's right. And Mudd, did you say what pick you have?
It's either Weston or Armando.
Weston.
I think we're all going to be the same for this one.
Yeah.
Honestly, so talking about this.
Go on.
Good.
So I was thinking, let's not sleep on Lindsay Reed though, too.
Well, I mean, she's been off this past season. She just had another
experience or driving time at least.
I mean, yeah, she has a lot of seat time for Arena. But she was just off this past season. She just had another kid.
Yeah.
But it will be interesting how she does again. Like if she picks up any driving rust. Like I'd probably say by the second or maybe by like the second or third wheel, she'll probably, start getting used to the threads again.
Yep.
But before I go on to my prediction here, I want to say I know I said this is an easy lineup as well, but however, I want to say I'm interested on how the 2022 Toughest Monster Truck Tour champion Dalton Widener is going to do, getting used to the Monster Jam style tracks and like the double or 6 jump hybrids. And especially when it comes to racing, I think he can probably be a heavy hitter when it comes to racing. I don't know about skills. When he did his first show in Monster Jam this season, it wasn't like he was only part of the East line because they were always short on trucks. But I'm just really interested to see how Don will do. But my pick is going to be Weston. Weston can really do it again. Like I said, it's an really easy lineup. You have one rookie, you have a couple veterans, but no one probably can take out the driver on his second season off his shoes, because he's been on a roll. Cody was his toughest challenge this year, but I will say it's Armando this time. But Weston's on a roll, so I'm gonna go with Weston on this one.
And
I really wouldn't count out Dalton either, like what you said.
I was to say, Dalton was, even when the last weekend in Spokane, Team Throttle Monster came out and dominated racing in all 4 shows, and he did pick up a couple racing wins. So Dalton he's a dark horse. He can play spoiler in any given weekend.
If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure Team Throttle took every race win.
They did, yeah. They were.
Yeah, they did.
Their team is unbelievable. Hunter Sousa was there as well, and he did amazing. He may not have won anything, but that save he had in skills was awesome.
That was the highlight of that show, was that amazing save he did.
So I wouldn't count out any of the Team Throttle guys, any of them, no matter the show, what tour they're on. They're awesome.
See, I really hope the veterans do well in this. The thing with Frank, he hasn't driven. Well, he drove Bad News for one show. I forgot where. I think it was Washington.
A full tour though under his belt in a long time.
That's true. So I can't really see Frank doing. I don't know if doing the stoppies and all those tricks.
I think he'll stay with like wheelies and stuff. Racing though, I think like timed racing. I suggest he might do well in that.
Him and Chad, yeah.
But Bernard, too. Bernard Light has also picked up his game this season in a new ride in Megalodon.
Yeah, I think he definitely has been better in Megalodon than he did with Alien
Invasion, absolutely.
All right, and that was Arena Series East. And this tour will kick off in Nashville, Tennessee on January 7th, 2023. And they're doing it at the Bridgestone Arena, I think it's called. Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. However, Nashville is a couple months from then will be the World Finals 22 at Nissan Stadium. But we're not here to talk about the World Finals 22 just yet. But we're moving on to Arena Championship Series Central. And so announcing that one will be me, Lane Flores. And so Kaden and I got to have a chat about this one. We did hear it's a stacked lineup.
I agree.
Our good buddy Matt Isbell, who hosted in Omaha, is going to be hosting this tour, and he's stoked about this.
So this is a really stacked lineup because we have the 2022 World Finals racing champion Brandon Vincent returning in Gravedigger, Cody Saucier returning in Dragon, Brandon Tuloshka and Packer Fastener just got her done 2, Michaela Tuloshka regularly drives Miss Get Her Done, will now be driving Megalodon. Then we also have the heavy hitters, Zach Garner in Wildside, John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. Then we have the new rookie coming in from Monster Jam University, Jamie Sullivan, MrMudd Dalmatian, making her debut next year. And then that TBA. Kaden, I don't know, should we say who it is?
We're going to keep We're going to keep it a secret, but I know who it is too. It is well worth the wait.
It is. Right,
we'll keep it a secret for everyone. Yeah.
We're gonna let the suspense. We're gonna let the suspense and the patience and the waiting continue.
We're having a whole podcast talking about this one driver, and that's it. No,
we're not turning that into that. But it's a good driver. It's a good driver. It's a really good driver.
100% agree with you guys. This is definitely the most kind competitive
and the best
arena
arena
tour
Yes.
out of the 3 arenas. 100%. I'm
Absolutely.
excited to see this tour in Providence. And yeah,
I'm excited because I'll see this tour in Green Bay. But Lane, I want to talk to you because I want to point something out. Brandon Telechka, who we saw in Omaha, he was amazing. He won racing and skills, and he actually almost won the overall event championship. He actually came second both days in Omaha.
He was really close on that show, on show 2.
But
he was really.
If only had Elvis not come out and did what he did, I think he would have won overall. But I just want to point out that I agree with what Dorsey said. This tour is the best arena tour in all of Monster Jam, for sure.
Oh,
I mean,
yes.
this is the best one. I mean, this is almost like Stadium Tour Red. You got Brandon Vincent and Cody Saucier. They are so good. Then you got Zach Garner and John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity. They were amazing last year. And you've got, I wouldn't count out Jamie Sullivan either. She's driven a monster truck plenty times before. Now she gets, a better chassis, a better, a new ride, new identity. And this tour is just going to be, it's going to be fun to watch. I'm so excited to watch this tour.
Yeah,
I'm
this one
so
will be
excited to watch
amazing.
it too.
So
I kind of hope it won't be the Brandon Vincent show, but I don't think it will be. Be a closer one than what he had this past season.
Oh, absolutely. I agree with you.
I'm saying this one is, we all know it's a stacked lineup. I just said it like twice. But I say this one will be an interesting one because we have about four or five heavy hitters here. The heavy hitters here are Brandon, Cody, Brandon, don't confuse the two, Zach and John. Yep. Those guys, all right, so as far as team, so as far as concerned about the arena half for Overboard Motorsports, Garner and Zimmer, these guys were dominating in their last tour this past season.
I'm pretty sure, Zimmer had, 10 or 11 overalls. He had the second most overall championships in that tour.
Yeah, he was amazing last season.
And then we were just talking about Brandon Telechka in Omaha. He was my God, he was really close.
He was
getting that
he
overall.
Was good. He was amazing.
Yeah, but Elvis came in to ruin the party. With his amazing, with his crashing freestyle.
He didn't only ruin the party; he ruined his truck at the end of the weekend.
Oh no, yeah,
was gone.
But then we also have Brandon and Cody. These guys are they're no strangers to arenas. Especially Brandon doing it for so many years, but this time doing it on a different lineup that's not West or East. Cody as well.
And also having the adrenaline of being the reigning defendant racing champion. And then you have Cody, who won the second night of racing in the All-Star Challenge.
That's right. So they both have a lot of weight on both of their shoulders, especially for Brandon. Yeah. Trying to get that automatic beta to World Finals 22 in Nashville, especially after he won racing.
It's not going to be an easy one for anybody. Yeah. I just wanted to ask Dorsey, do they do Chicago-style racing in Providence?
Yes.
They do? Okay. Because anytime this tour gets Chicago-style racing in an arena, it is going to be the tightest racing competition in arena Monster Jam history.
This is the first time Providence has been on Central, because normally the two shows that I go to is Worcester and Providence.
These tours up so much this year, because normally Kansas City also gets Central Tour and Hamilton gets Central and stuff like that. This year, I'm kind of excited for them to switch it up because I think it's cool. But anytime this tour goes into a Chicago-style racing in an arena, it's going to be worth something to watch because this is going to be the tightest racing in all of Monster Jam.
Yeah, Providence is my favorite arena that I've been to. It's definitely the biggest one that I've went to. It's more of like an oval shape than a circle, which I like. It's more room. And I've been going to Providence since 2008 every year.
Right.
So, I think this one will definitely be the best tour. And you can't even count out Michaela. She already got a freestyle title on her.
Even in Omaha, she did amazing.
She did?
And she's doing stoppies, and I think she's going to be a hitter in the Megalodon body.
Absolutely.
And so What are you guys'
And
predictions for this one?
Oh
So
my
I'm gonna start for Mud because he had to leave a little early. He'll come back eventually. So he said Cody Saucier. Is his pick for Central.
that's cool. You also have the TBA guy, which
That
I
guy
can.
is
That
gonna be.
guy,
That guy's good.
he's
Just
pretty
wait.
good.
Just wait. It'll make the tour even more. It'll make the tour even more competitive.
Yeah, especially in the truck. You know, that truck that goes forward and backwards, maybe.
Hey yo. Yeah.
Wow, I'm making it sound like backwards Bob is coming back.
Wait, yeah, you did get me right there. I was like, wait,
that's
yo,
not true,
hold on.
Kaden. That's what Bob is not on. It's not on the radar. Not on the radar for coming back.
Hey, it's coming back in a diecast next year.
Hey, that's true.
That is true.
But,
That's true.
But I mean, honestly, I'm gonna go with my prediction for this tour, and I can't even with this tour because this tour is just so dang competitive. But I am gonna pull. I'm gonna hope that I'm gonna go with Cody Saucier in Dragon on this tour because Cody is the most consistent racer in all of Monster Jam, and I think if he can stay consistent in racing, he's got good skills in good, good donuts. But when it comes to freestyle, yes, he throws on technical freestyles, but you have Brandon Vincent on freestyle, so you know he is going to throw it down every weekend. So my prediction for this tour is Cody Saucier and Dragon or Brandon Vincent and Gravedigger. One of those two are walking away with this tour.
See, now with this tour, it's there's two different things that are coming to my mind. Who I want to win the tour and who I think will win the tour.
Right.
Who I want to win the tour is one of the two Team Overboard drivers. I want Garner or Zimmer to win this.
Yeah.
But
I
who
would
I
love
think
it if
is
they get a
winning,
spot at World Finals.
I think they deserved it this. To be honest, they did pretty well. If think is winning, it hates for me to say since I'm not a great.
Yeah.
I think Jamie Sullivan is winning. No, Brandon Vincent will probably win.
I agree. I want Cody to win, but I think I'm with you. I think Brandon's got this tour.
And it won't be close. I mean, it won't be close. It won't be far apart.
No, it'll be close. It'll come down to the.
It's going to be close.
And then, so for my pick, I have Cody. Just because. All right, so he's going to be a real challenge.
Cody.
You notice how Lane's not picking any Gravediggers?
I'm not picking another Gravedigger. That's what I'm saying. So I have Cody because he's really well in skills, donuts, freestyle, and racing. All those elements combined. He's just really well.
Yeah.
He's going to be a real challenge for Brandon with an O this upcoming season because for Brandon, both of them, they have a lot of weight on their shoulders, like I said. I have Cody on this one.
He's also the veteran in this tour, which is kind of weird to say.
He's driven the longest out of everybody on that tour.
Yeah. All right. And so, good. You were going to say something?
I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, yeah, I was about to say, Cody, you can't count out Cody because the first, the two months of the East tour he was in the lead for basically the whole time until Weston got his groove on.
And that was it.
So, yeah, I think this.
But he still got his World Finals spot, and Cody was so fast at World Finals, and he did an amazing freestyle. So
yeah, it kind of sucked he went out first because I think if he went out later, he could have won.
Going first, though.
I didn't either.
I didn't like that.
I think he was in later. He could have won.
He could have done something. Yeah.
All right. So this tour is going to be a stacked one for sure. It's going to be interesting to see how this one will end up. I think this one's going to be changing a lot of. It's going to be that first place is going to be back and forth between all five of them.
You could say 6 with the other driver.
Yeah.
Right. And then this tour will kick off at Greenville, South Carolina, January 7th, 2023. Like I said, grab your tickets if you're in the Greenville area. And can't wait for this tour to start. I wish I get to see it. I wish I get to see this one. And then moving on to the next. Arena Championship Series is West, and here to announce that one is Kaden.
Yeah, so this tour I will be seeing in Fargo, North Dakota at the Fargo Dome on February 4th. And Lane, I'm going to speak for him, he'll be seeing this tour in Colorado Springs in April and Denver at the Ball Arena in February. So this tour will feature Kristen Anderson, your reigning Arena Series Central champion, switching things up, going on the West Tour. We got Elvis Linez in El Toro Loco, who in Omaha literally went the biggest I think I've ever seen anybody go. We got Tristan England in Earthshaker. You can't go wrong with him. And the new driver, rookie, Ashley Sanford in Megalodon, who just made her debut in Spokane last weekend. And then moving down from stadiums to arenas is Dave Olford in Velociraptor. We got Bailey Shea returning in Monster Mutt Dalmatian. She'll be running on the Kamikaze chassis. We got Mark Hall in Raminator, and closing it out, as we call them in Omaha, the GOAT, Kurt Kramer in Ramunition.
Big Goat Kramer, that's right.
That's what we did.
Goat Kramer Donuts.
That's right.
He should have won at
donuts in
Omaha.
I mean,
Yeah.
that's just me. But
No, I say it like I agree. I did pick him, and he did not win. He did have more perfect revolutions than Kristen in show 2.
yes, I think he should have won donuts both days. I'm just saying.
He did. All right. So,
Awesome.
what do you guys think about this lineup?
It's pretty solid. Like you got, the defending Arena Central champion Kristen. Elvis has been dominant, especially in Bridgeport. He won 5 out of the 6 overalls there. Tristan, of course, he's won multiple arena championships. And last year in Megalodon in the stadiums, he was really dominant on there too. Which
Yeah.
I was hoping he was going to move up this past for 2023. Unfortunately, you can't,
Yeah.
because it's kind of hard to choose a driver to demote too. So you can't really. I don't know, it's kind of hard for anyone to move around, really.
Right. I agree.
Of course, you have David Alford, and he was really good in racing in Washington.
Yeah.
Mark Hall, you can't count him out in racing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's not going to be as dominant as Central, or
Right.
not going to be competitive as Central, but it's going to be a pretty good battle between two in my mind.
Yeah, this tour. I want to point this out on West, and this is something that the West Tour always gets, especially nowadays, is that there are 2 stadium-sized floors that this tour will get. It'll be Tacoma at the Tacoma Dome and Fargo, North Dakota, and at the Fargo Dome. They get huge time. This is the biggest arena floor that they get to run on, and I think Elvis, after what he did in Omaha. Actually, I did kind of do the math in a way. Out of the last 12 shows he's done, he's taken home 10 overall in the last 12 shows he's done, which is outstanding in Monster Jam. And I think having Dave Olford run this tour again, he does have the most experience out of everybody because he just did this tour just did it last year. But
Tristan as well.
Tristan did it as well. Yeah, Tristan and him ran this tour as well. But I honestly think this tour, it'll be a battle between Tristan and Elvis for that championship. And Kristen too.
I was thinking.
Kristen too. Like, it's not like Kristen won't have a shot. She's gonna have a shot at winning this tour. It'll be them 3 as well. But I wouldn't count out David Olford on this tour either. Last season and all that, and Mark Hall too in racing the Hall brothers. You can't count them out in racing or in the donut competition, but I think this tour it's gonna be between Elvis and Tristan for sure.
That's what I think as well.
Yeah. I mean, Lane. Look what Elvis did in Omaha. He had probably the biggest air we have ever seen in one arena show.
That's still burned in my mind, even though I got footage of that. I'll probably throw in a clip here.
Yeah.
But that's still burned in my mind, especially that wreck that just boosted him up.
Yeah.
That was just...
I saw the clip
that was
on Instagram.
Outstanding. It was insane. the air he got was just insane. And I was talking with Zacher, who's the driver of El Toro Loco and STSL, and him and I are just pumped for Fargo because, when Elvis and Tristan get a bigger floor, that means they just go bigger. So I think it'll be crazy to see them on a big floor like Fargo, and even in Tacoma, these guys are going to go huge because they like getting on a big floor. It gives them enough room to send it.
That's right. And Zach, who did you say was your prediction?
Yeah, basically what Kaden said. Elvis and Tristan are my two, but I'm gonna give the edge to Tristan just because he's won multiple arena championships, and I think if he gets another one for next year, there's no doubt that he should be moving up to the stadiums.
I agree.
Oh yeah. And then Mud sent me his projection for West. He said Tristan, and I actually wouldn't blame him. I have Tristan. However, I do agree. The heavy hitters here is Tristan and Elvis.
Yes.
But I'm also throwing in David here as well.
Mm-hmm.
David is no stranger to arenas, especially West, since he just did it this past season too.
Basically, the picture I'm looking at from the Monster Jam website, that top 4 row is basically the top 4, I think, are winning in points.
I have a good chance, yeah.
But I'm also interested to see how the rookie Ashley Sanford will do. She comes in from an NHRA background.
Yeah.
She just recently debuted at Spokane, and she actually did pretty well. She even she already had her first crash there. Like, what was it, Show Tour 3, I guess?
Yeah, she had a crash.
Yeah, she did.
Also, I mean, she's getting used to the truck, and I think she's got a good round of mentors with her because she's gonna have Kristen with her all year. She's gonna have Elvis. She's gonna have Tristan to help her, which is good because she's gonna definitely have fun, I think. And she made history. She was the very first female to ever drive Megalodon in competition.
Yeah.
Which was outstanding. But
in a tour or in a show?
In a show.
In general, yeah.
I'm pretty sure Kristen Hope drove Megalodon in one show.
Oh, did she?
No.
Did she?
I might be wrong about that.
I think you are, because even Matt Isbell did tell us that, or who was it? Was it Matt?
It was Matt. It is Matt, yeah.
But yeah, he told us
I
that
could be wrong.
It was going to be Michaela, and then it turns out it's Ashley just like a couple weeks before.
Yeah, but I want to point something out. Bailey Shea in MrMudd Dalmatian. Now, I'm excited to see her come back, and I want to see how she does on a big floor, on a couple big floors. But also, she's going to get to do the tour that she did back in 2016, but she's going to rep with Team Throttle Monster, which I think is exciting because I think Team Throttle, this year Team Throttle came out and just said, we're here. They made a huge statement this year coming into Monster Jam, and they're my favorite independent team in Monster Jam right now. They're amazing. I'm so excited. To see what she can do in Dalmatian. I love the way the truck looks, the chassis itself. They upgraded it, and it looks awesome. And speaking of upgraded, Gravedigger has purple rims now on, which was so cool. I hope Lane throws a picture of it in the video because it looks amazing. And I hope all the Gravediggers on purple rims next year.
Yeah, and then the one weird thing for me here is that Bailey Shea is driving Dalmatian now, but back then when she was a Feld driver, she drove Scooby-Doo. So it's it's still the same theme for her.
Yeah, but it's still cool.
But it's Dalmatian this time. It's just weird. It's like you can't recall if she drove Scooby-Doo anymore. It's like she was Dalmatian this whole time.
Yeah, I'm glad though that Dalmatian's coming back. We didn't see much of Dalmatian last season, so I'm glad the truck's coming out. I'm glad Jamie Sullivan will be like the new face of it, and I'm glad Bailey Shea's joining in. But again, I'm hoping my man Kurt Kramer takes some donut wins here. I hope he doesn't get robbed.
I would not count him out either, especially for donuts. The Go Kramer, that's what we call him, the Go Kramer.
He was amazing in Omaha.
All right. And so that was arenas. So for the track styles, we have our normal hybrid pod with So we have all the normal like 6 and 8
Pods,
jump
yes.
pods
Yep.
for all arenas. However, there's variants. So we have the 6 jump with timed racing, which is what Denver has, and a couple others. 6 jump hybrid with normal, like Colorado Springs and a couple others. The 8 jump with normal, and then like Kaden mentioned, Tacoma and Fargo with
Sorry,
their
guys,
stadium floor
technical
pack.
difficulties.
You're good.
That's all right. No, we were just about to wrap up arena here.
With track.
So West,
Yep.
yeah, we were just talking about the tracks. And so West will start at Salt Lake City, Utah, which is actually the tour that will kick off the entire season
This
for
is
Monster
it.
Jam. January 6th, 2023. I'm not going. I'm not taking a whole 8-hour trip there like I did for
he's
Omaha.
already done Omaha, people. He drove all night to come to Omaha.
I did Omaha, and let me say, okay, like going to the show was worth it. It was all worth it for the show. But the road alone, I took I-76 and I-80, and there's nothing out there. So I'm like, yeah, I'm not doing Salt Lake City. I'd rather fly for either of them. So yeah, that's West for y'all,
Blaine's
and that's
never doing
arena.
that again, people. That's never happening again.
I mean, I'm not saying a definitely no, but I probably wouldn't go alone next time.
I would like to
Alright.
go to the west side for the first time.
It'd be nice.
All right, and so that was arenas. Now we're going to the very last tour. Here we have this is the Monster Jam International Tour. So far the schedule we have here is Stockholm, Sweden, February 11th, 2023, and then we have 3 South Africa dates: Cape Town, April 22nd, Johannesburg, April 29th, Durban, May 6th, and then in between Abu Dhabi, which they didn't throw in the video, was Arnhem, Netherlands, May 11th to 12th. You can find that on the
That's
the
for
ticket.
2024.
Oh, that's 24?
That's in 2024.
Damn.
That's Arden.
Oh, wow. All right. Okay, so I guess, Well, I mean, I saw it there, and I guess I didn't look at the year. But yeah, Arnhem's now till 2024. And then after Durban is Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates, May 13th, 2023.
And 14th.
And then
It'll be 2 days.
and 14th.
Yep.
Got it. And then we have Dutchland, Dresden, May 1st. No, actually, no. July 1st. This is weird because it's on the same day as World Finals 22. Unless if I'm mistaken, if this is also 24. But yeah, so we have.
No, that's the same day as World Finals.
All right, so I guess it is.
Crazy.
So I guess Matt was right that we won't get to see any international drivers come in for World Finals, at least for display.
Yeah.
That kind of sucks.
And then I know it does. And then we also have Frankfurt on July 23rd. And then another one that they did not announce was London, United Kingdom. We don't know when. Kaden?
Yep, we don't know that yet. London is happening though.
But London, yeah, London is happening
in June. Sometime June, I think it's happening. The London show.
All right, and then so that's as far as we know for international.
More dates will be announced in the new year.
Yeah, they did say more dates will be announced. Pretty sure into like fall and winter season,
in October, all that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. So Jackson Morris, be ready. Let us know.
It's kind of like what they were doing in 2020 with the international show before the pandemic started. Was like an international driver was going to get a bid, and I wish they kind of did it for here too.
In 2024, if this goes well, I mean, I'm just saying, like, they could open up the idea of doing an international tour and giving the winner of that tour, an automatic bid to World Finals, which I think would be nice. Just pointing it out.
Kind of disappointed.
Peter
and
Nyman.
then, so talking about the lineup, so it's unofficial. I put it as unofficial because we have 4 confirmed.
Yeah.
So Megalodon in all tours, starting with Charlie Pauken behind the wheel. Then we also have Blake Granger representing Max D over there, Miranda Kozad driving Scooby Doo, and then we have I put him as under the GOAT as well. The GOAT Peter Nyman and Earthshaker under his Thor truck.
Yep.
And then but the other 4 trucks we have under TBA are Gravedigger, which I probably think will be
Randy
Random
Brown.
Digger.
Brown, yeah. I
Or
can see
probably will be
Randy
Randy Brown or any other Gravedigger driver that they have available for weekends.
Brown.
El Toro Loco. Then also saw we got MrMudd Dalmatian, which is in another tour. So we got like Megalodon 2.0 and El Toro Loco 2.0.
Yeah.
And then, so apparently this truck is not retired as we thought it would be. It's Blue Thunder.
Literally, it could be anyone with the other trucks. I can't. Who's going to fill in those spots?
I think there was 56 drivers at Summit, and I think there was 56 drivers at the Driver Summit, and I think all the international drivers were there who was going to drive. They just obviously they don't know. They're still working out all the details on who's gonna fill in. But I think for the 5 that or at least the 4 that we know confirmed, the 5 we think it's going to be Randy Brown and Gravedigger. We don't know. I'm excited. I think I'm excited to see Charlie Parkin in a new ride in Megalodon, and Blake Ranger too, getting to do some international stuff. I like.
Crazy that Max D only has 1 representative in its 20 year
anniversary,
USA
yeah.
show.
And you got Megalodon
it's
over here with 5 reps.
Yeah. Yeah, in a retrospective, it's Tom that actually respectfully gets to represent his truck here in the States, but
Yeah.
Blake Granger is driving Max D over there, which I don't know how to feel about that, but I guess.
I am kind of sad that Blake won't get to do a full domestic tour in 23, but I understand, send him international. Let's see how he does. I mean, we should know by January what this tour looks like because, again, Stockholm is happening in February during first quarter.
Yeah, this same weekend as Denver, actually.
Yeah.
So that'll be interesting. And then
is it even a tour? Are they even counting points?
I don't know.
It seems kind of useless.
I think they are, but I don't think it's going to be like. I don't know how it'll work.
I don't know.
Honestly,
it seems kind of useless.
I don't know if they're counting points or not, but this tour is. I think they just said an international tour, like who will hit up all these shows. I think that's what they're, right.
If they count points, it's kind of useless since the winner won't get a bid.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. So I guess for this one, we don't have to put predictions yet, or because really we only have 4.
Right.
Or 5 if you want to count Randy Brown, downtown Randy Brown.
Yeah.
As far as track styles are concerned, we don't really know because some of these are arenas, some of these are stadiums, some of these are outdoors.
Stockholm is like Stockholm is almost like Cardiff. It's about the same kind of way as Cardiff, the same length and stuff, kind of the same size. So it's kind of like Cardiff, I should say. But I think most of these arena or most of these the stadium stops at least I can see them doing St. Louis style because that's what they always do for international.
I could see that, yeah. So yeah, as far as we know, I also wrote in as this lineup is unofficial and can subject to change throughout the season.
Right.
Like
unnoted any lineup could.
Like I'm saying, like this, like. The regular season finish up here in the States, they'll probably send in, like, say, maybe Tristan or even Bernard over there.
Yeah.
Or even Adam or Ryan over there. I don't know. Like, this one's just a really big TBA.
Yeah.
So that's international. And then we'll move on to the last category of this episode. The good, the bad, the good, the down, and the questionables. I think that's how I had it the last time for episode 2.
Something like that.
All right. So what are your guys' goods on this?
The good? Stadium Bread. That is definitely probably the best stadium tour I think I've seen in a bit. Where a lot of competitors that's probably gonna be getting a lot of wins there.
Arena Central is good.
Arena Central as well. What's good? Matt, it seems like I'm asking a question. No, what I think it's good. I think it's cool to see Travis in stadiums, even though David was supposed to. I mean, it would have been cool seeing either of them. Both of them
Right.
definitely deserved it.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming Travis is driving the blue and green Velociraptor.
Yes.
He is, yes.
Yep.
It's going to be cool to see that paint scheme for it. And a cool thing to see is Chris Kohler getting his first stadium tour
Mm-hmm. Yep.
with Joe Foley as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my last good will probably be that cool Max D body that Tom will be running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the new trucks that they got planned.
And that new truck.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, actually, I think we already said it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, Mudd did. But
We did.
so what I thought about that truck, it kind of looks like Robosaurus in a way.
Yeah. Thunder Roars. That truck looks like a robot. Yeah, it does. I'm actually interested in seeing what it looks like when we get to see the full version of it and what it actually will look like.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of. I think there's some weird hearing about the jaw moves too.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what that thing looks like. Another good.
So I guess
that Dorsey forgot to point out was we got 2 new females coming into the sport, and we got 2 new rookies coming in. Ashley Sanford.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about the rookies.
We got 5 actually rookies. Technically, they're counting Joe Foley, Chris Kohler. Jamie
Chris
Sullivan,
Kohler is already done.
Ashley Sanford, and they're counting. Who was that last one? They had said
Jamie Sullivan.
No, we already had that 4. They said 5.
Hunter Souza.
Hunter Souza.
Hunter Souza. Yes, those are the 5 rookies coming in.
I mean, they should count Hunter and Chris because it's going to be their first full season.
So the battle for Rookie of the Year in 2023 is going to be it's going to be good. It's going to be a really good season. I think we say that every year about Monster Jam about a season, but I truly do think this year will be a good one. It'll be the best season yet. New faces.
What do you guys think of Rookie of the Year? They're probably going to do 2, like always.
Yeah, they always do 2. I think Chris Kohler. No, I think Hunter Souza will be one of them. I think
they normally do a company and an independent.
Yeah, I think he'll get the independent spot, and I think Ashley Sanford will get one. I think she'll be.
Is Michaela gonna be one? I'm assuming she will.
She's a rookie this year too.
She's a rookie, yeah.
She's kind of technically she's an independent.
The two I would say that would get probably Rookie of the Year. I would say Ashley Sanford for Feld, and then as for independent, if it goes right for this guy, I would say Joe Foley.
Joe Foley, yeah. Joe Foley, yeah.
All right, you can keep going.
No, you can go ahead.
I agree with Kaden. I think Hunter Souza, in my opinion, will probably get Rookie of the Year. And my other one, I'm going to say Jamie Sullivan.
Yeah.
All right. And the things I have for my goods is I like red and central. Just all the other lineups, they look cool. I'm not saying that I hate West. It looks similar to the one from this last year.
Right.
Because I just get Tristan and Dave again. Team
but
Tall
then
Monster
you get
again.
Elvis sending it across Ball Arena. So.
Oh, that's if he doesn't even wreck the walls.
Or break the front end, show one.
I mean, I'm interested to see how he will do in Colorado Springs because
that arena is so tiny. Yeah,
that arena is really, really tiny, and I'm like, this guy probably will be a little afraid to send it because all the trucks are gonna be right there.
Yeah,
like we're really close to the pod. But for Ball Arena, like all I'm hoping is he doesn't send it a little too hard to the point he sends it onto the stands.
Right. I honestly think if you look back on what Elvis's first 2 seasons behind the wheel, he was on this tour. He did the West tour, and he was a rookie at that time.
Yeah, I got to see him. I got to see him twice.
You fast forward to him now, and I just think about like Tacoma and what he'll take really good advantage. He'll go huge in Tacoma, and Fargo, and he's really mastered his two wheel, his donuts, his freestyle. He's gonna be really consistent to watch, I think.
Yeah.
On West, it'll be really good.
Yeah, in 2019 in West, he finished 5th, and he
Yeah.
really came a long way from even in 2020 in the Mohawk Warrior when he drove.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That and
Yeah.
right back into it. I think ever since he's been such a very good arena driver, and I
Yeah.
might even count him as the best Ultra Loco driver of 2022.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, I'd pair him up with Mark Liz too. He was really great this last season. When he saw it, his freestyle run in Denver, it wasn't like the best run of the whole show, but it was a really good one that got the win. But he's not afraid to put on a show for the fans either.
Yeah, no, Marcos did fantastic. Like he got the
did
first 2
amazing.
overalls.
Yeah, his
in the tour.
crashes from Detroit and Mini were unbelievable, but Mark List, I mean, for him to come out his first season in stadiums, his first weekend, and he left San Antonio with the points lead.
He did,
which was amazing.
All right, and so I guess we're all done on goods, right?
Yeah,
I think Kaden.
I mean,
Yep,
you
good?
guys. I mean, you guys
All right.
covered majority of all the goods, but yeah, I agree with you guys. I think Red and Central are the best tours. They're obviously the best tours. I mean, you got Brandon Vincent, you've got Cody Stosing on Central. Then on the Red Tour, you've got all these varieties of winners that you can't even predict a winner for those two tours. West is definitely up there. I'm a little biased towards West because I see that tour every year in Fargo, but that tour is definitely second. Second, I think, out of all three of the arena tours, and then East is last, I think, on which one's the best. But I think the year in general is going to be good for everybody. I think it'll allow a lot to see what happens because we're going to have a 7-month first quarter, which is insane to think about. But I mean, you get Foxborough and MetLife now; they're going to count for points, right?
Yes.
Which is exciting. Foxborough has never counted for a point score, and now it will, which is
I'll
good.
be there both weekends. Right.
Yeah.
All right, and good.
Yeah, we'll be. I guess we might as well say where we will be in 2023. So I will be in Fargo on February, Minneapolis in February. So I'll be West and Red, and then April 15th, 16th, Green Bay, Wisconsin, Arena East in Hamilton, and then an attempt to do Denver in May. I'm hoping.
Yeah.
Denver.
Maybe I think it's April, like the end of April.
End of it. No, because Blue Tour's in Salinas that weekend. The last weekend.
Oh, really?
Of April. Yeah.
I think it might be May then.
If it's in May, I'll be there.
Because Springs is the end of April too.
Yeah. Blue is finishing them. It's weird. Normally Denver would get an April show, but this year because they're finishing, Blue's going to be doing a lot of arenas at the end of April, which is weird.
That's true. Yay! I get the finale show.
There you go.
So Zach, what's your schedule looking like next year?
My schedule is I'll be starting in Providence for Arena East. And 2 weekends after, it'll be Arena Central in Worcester. So it's going to be great to see that Worcester show. I'm excited for it because of the Central tour.
Right.
And I can't remember, is Foxborough in May or April? I think it's in May.
It's May 6th.
Yeah, May 6th, I'll be there in Foxborough. And the weekend after, East Rutherford for the final of that Tour Red, which I'm excited to see.
And I forgot, but I will be at World Finals 22 in Nashville on July the 1st. I forgot to mention about that. But I will be in Nashville.
Mine's still 50-50 about Nashville. I hope I can.
And so my schedule. So I already did say I'm not doing Salt Lake because I'm not doing that drive or flight. I don't have enough money right now for that.
You just blew all the money in Denver or in Omaha.
I blew all my money on Omaha. No, I fixed up my truck first. Then I spent on the on the hotel, which was like pretty cheap. It was like $95, and
Right.
then the rest on the show, on just that show. But the rest of like the whole trip alone. But so my schedule this year, mine is not like 100% confirmed because I threw in one show that might or might not go. And so to start that off is Denver Saturday 1 p.m.
Right.
Zach is telling me to do the afternoon one, the night one. But I'm like, I don't know, because I kind of got to work. But
Oh, I thought you said me at first, and then I
no,
I was like,
No,
Joe's going to Joe's going to Denver?
Joe might go. Yeah, Hydra's going. He
Really?
said.
Oh
Joe
yeah,
said he'll.
you know what happened? I talked to him about that. I'm like, you want to go see Elvis go send it at Ball Arena? And he was like, he was actually considering it.
Yeah, no. Hydra said he's going 12-4, I guess.
Yeah, he
And
is
then
going all
so I might do Saturday 1 p.m. But official. So this is where the official starts. Denver Sunday. That one I will be doing Saturday, February 12th. Sunday, I meant. And then, I don't get another show till like a couple months because I will be doing Denver with Blue at the Empire Field.
Yep.
We said May.
That's
And
probably
then,
I'll be there.
yeah, I'll probably see you there too. And then after, I'm looking at the schedule here. I said Colorado, and then after Colorado Springs. So for this show, I'm gonna do the Sunday one again, just because I have those days off actually. So
Right.
and then so I'm only going to reveal the Monster Jam shows I'm going to go to, because there's one before World Finals I actually go to, and it's on Father's Day. It's at the Speedway.
Yeah, there's two independent shows that I'm going as well that I didn't mention.
Yeah, but since this is all Monster Jam.
Yeah.
I'd rather not reveal. I'll say it. You know, I'll just say I get to see Jim Color twice this next year, hopefully.
Yeah, that's why
And
I never
then,
mentioned it.
And then Nashville, Tennessee, World Finals, baby. I am going.
Hey, I'm pumped for Nashville.
So I guess that's two of us for Nashville, maybe three if
Mine's 50-50.
Yeah, Zach's 50-50. I'm for sure like 100%. Yeah, as soon as the new year starts, money's going for Nashville.
Yeah.
You know, I won't. I'm not saying I'll skip Denver's, but I'm for sure doing Nashville because I I've wanted to always go to World Final shows, and this actually is a perfect one to go to.
I feel like another good thing to say for next year is the change of the World Finals, going to a new place.
Yeah. What better place to do it than in Nashville at Nissan Stadium? I mean, right outside Broadway. I mean, it's amazing to go to for the 4th of July weekend to go to Nashville. I think it'll be a lot of fun, and you're even allowed to go see qualifying this year at World Finals, and it's gonna be an awesome weekend in Nashville.
Yeah, no, don't even count out there's a NASCAR race that same weekend, I think.
Yeah.
Nothing against Florida or anyone from there, but when I went to the World Finals in 2019 in that month, in that weather, I hated it.
No, I don't blame you. I went to Orlando in 2021, not even for a Monster Jam event or anything. I just went for vacation. It was so humid. It rained all the days I was there. It was crazy. I liked it, but it's like, I don't know.
It was so hot at World Finals this year. It was insanely hot. I didn't like it.
That's why I didn't even go. I did not like Florida. And whoever lives there.
Nothing against the stadium or the city or anything like that. I didn't like it.
It's just the weather's not for all of us,
Yeah. But
especially me being from New England.
The shows were good. The World Finals was good in Orlando. It was good.
I mean, considering all of us here are from states where it gets cold in the winter.
Yeah.
I hope Nashville treats us right this time.
Yeah. I mean, there's still snow in my backyard right now.
There's snow. We just had a snowstorm here.
Yeah, Eastern Colorado just got snow, but I didn't get any here by Denver, which sucks. But I'm getting here in a couple weeks, so that's good, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So moving on, that's our schedules. We did the ups, we did our schedules. Now we're going on to the downs. What do you guys think? What's your problem with this next season?
You can go first, Kaden. I can't think of
I
anything at the
can't even
moment.
think of any downs.
So I
Honestly.
guess I'll
feel-
start with. I guess I'll kick it off because the problem I still have is that we have way too many TBAs. This including international. I know Blue has one TBA.
Right.
And we know who it is, but it's like they're not even. They don't want to save it. They rather save it till like the NBC show, even if they do that. But
We're still
yeah,
waiting
there's
here
still
for a
way many.
preview.
There's
I
still
hope
too
there
many
is.
TBAs. Not only that, the full schedule is not even announced. They just give us like
Yeah.
some
They're
plot. Yeah,
they're waiting for the NBC thing, even though most of us know who it is.
Yeah. For Central.
yeah.
Well, my first down would I don't know how I feel about Todd being Megalodon. Me personally, being a longtime fan, I always loved Blue Thunder over Megalodon.
Right.
And I think I'd rather prefer him stayed in that truck to make it more different trucks, because there's literally a Megalodon every tour.
Literally.
And for World Finals, there's going to be so many similar trucks there. It's going to be kind of, I don't know.
I have a feeling 2 Megalodons will make it to the World Finals this year. I think
Co-
Corey and
Oh, yeah.
Todd.
Corey
will
and
make
Todd,
it. They'll make it.
absolutely.
There's no getting around it. I think also I agree with what Lane said about all the TBAs and people in the community, they are getting a little antsy for every reason. I mean, people want to know who's going where, those final 2 trucks and stuff like that. The international aspect of Monster Jam as well. People want to know, but again, we still have to wait. We've got to be patient here. And again,
Yeah.
we are only a couple weeks. We're about 3 weeks out from first quarter starting. I'm sure the
Can't
week
believe
of
it.
first quarter, we are gonna probably get everything we need to know before the shows start. I mean, they'll probably do a big reveal for the new trucks, and all that. But it's kind of crazy how fast 22 went by, and
It
here
did.
we are,
It
3
did, yeah.
weeks away from a brand new season starting. And
Like Lane,
there's so
sorry.
much changes to it. It's out of this world. Like, I had no idea. I'm honestly gonna say this. I never would have ever thought I'd see Todd LeDuc ride Megalodon, or I'd ever
No.
see Jamie Gardner drive El Toro Loco. I never
See-
would have thought that would ever happen. Ever.
Why I would not say Jamie driving El Toro is a down thing. It
It's
kind
not
of
a
sucks
down.
that we won't see Overboard, but that was, I believe, his choice to do
Yeah,
it.
he made that choice.
So I'm fine with that. It costs
Right.
him less money. I'm fine
Yeah.
with it. I know people were upset about it, but it's like, it had nothing to do with Monster Jam. It was his choice to do it.
Yeah.
It helps him. There you go. That's fine.
But Todd and Megalodon, I mean, I'm not. It doesn't.
I don't know.
To this day, it's still. I'm trying to wrap my head around it. I am excited. Like,
Same.
maybe it'll help him with like fan scoring, because he was robbed a lot in 2022. Maybe this might help him in fan scoring, and maybe he will get the wins that he deserves this year in a new truck.
Absolutely.
Right? So that's the good of it. You know, I can't think of anything else that's a downer other than, you know, the TBAs. We still want to know, like, even though us 3, we know those final 2 spots on each tour, I know people want to know, but
Yeah, it's
just
like, why are they?
give Feld time, and they will do it. I promise. They'll let it go.
It's all.
It's kind
Yeah,
of. Sorry.
so it's like, why are they holding back so much? Why? What are they waiting for? We're literally 3 weeks away from the news. Yeah, like 3 weeks away from the new season now. From this weekend.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the Marvel trucks. People were really mad that there's nothing happening with them, but it's like, I don't know what anyone else was expecting. I didn't expect the Marvel trucks to be in first quarter because it was just announced.
Yeah. I
And
mean, it's not like it's not like Scott Jordan did say in a comment, Marvel is coming. Like,
Yes.
it's happening. It is happening. It's not like it's not happening. But I think people were expecting too much from Marvel.
Yeah.
That
So
was
I guess
It
I
could
guess
have
the
been.
way you could. Sorry. I guess the way you could put it is that I guess they wanted to know like everything like off the bat, because not everything has to be like right there. It can be happening throughout the season. So like my favorite example, just because I watched Indianapolis Freestyle 2001, it's in that weekend that weekend on that show in 2001 actually Wolverine debuted.
Right.
And then later on in that same year, Spider-Man did as well. So it's like not everything has to be like off the first weekend of the season.
Yeah.
Right.
I have a feeling they might be revealed at the World Finals.
I wouldn't mind that.
I wouldn't mind that at all.
Yeah.
Maybe like an encore at the end. No one was expecting it.
I mean,
but that stunt is happening at the end of the weekend as an encore.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That they're doing.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think of that.
And another thing about World Finals is people want to know what the track is for World Finals.
Yeah.
That will be revealed in the new year. That'll be revealed sometime next year.
I mean, the more important question for World Finals here is how they're gonna do it. Because I did ask Matt like how because it's all in one day, and I did ask Matt like, are they gonna do skills and high jump first? Like, okay, it's obvious like they're doing those two first, and then racing freestyle. But it's like, do we get the choice to go back out or stay inside the stadium, or do we have to stay inside the stadium, like suffer through intermission, or like what's going on?
No, because Matt told us that like you'll be able to go watch skills, and then you'll be able to go back to the pit party.
All right. Okay, guys, that's all I needed to know because
you'll be able to go back and forth. They said that on the podcast as well. You will be.
So are they gonna have like the people who will be in skills perform, while people could like choose to go watch it or stay out in the pit party?
I don't know how many people will actually go and watch skills and high jump though. Like,
I bet it's not gonna.
People will actually go watch it.
I bet it's not gonna be everyone. Everyone that records footage probably will, but like not everyone probably will.
Yeah, not everybody. No.
Like maybe I will. Maybe I say I will. Maybe Zachary. Maybe even like Monster Truck Lord or Wayne or even Monster Truck Reels will. But it's like not everyone has to if they want to.
Right.
Yeah, no, definitely the main three are Armando, Reagan, and Wayne will probably do it. But
yeah.
I mean, talking about them,
I'll go watch it. Obviously, I'll go watch skills.
Yeah, but like talking about them, they're gonna have such a hectic schedule next season, going from place to place every week. So good luck.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see where they go, and it'll be interesting to see how everyone will do in 23 and. Oh my goodness! 3 weeks.
I mean,
away. 3 weeks.
Considering these guys go to almost the same shows.
Yeah.
So yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. So you guys got anything else for downs before we move on to the next one?
Well, no. The first thing that you said about downs, the only one thing I thought of downs was what happened literally not even a month ago about the MK Motorsports place catching on fire.
Yeah, that was right after Omaha. Which
that was literally right after.
It was shocking.
Yeah, I was pretty shocked about that as well. Because a place like down the street from me literally just caught on fire.
That's unbelievable.
Oh wow.
And seeing that, and I'm like, wow, that must
yeah, house fires, shop fires, any type of fires. Not a great time, especially around this time.
Yeah.
It was a good thing the trucks weren't heavily damaged, but they, it sucked. It was like right before the season starts.
Yeah.
But I mean, good thing that all the other teams jumped in and helped them out. Even Feld, which is as for the fans, we want to just thank them to all the teams for helping out a really small team.
Yeah.
Especially after just one weekend after just seeing them. So thank you to all those teams for helping out MK Motorsports.
Yeah.
All right. And so guess we'll move on and we'll go on to the questionables. And I'd like to start with this one. What the heck is going on with Marvel? So like what's I know we just covered this, but it's like what's going on?
Yeah. Marvel, yeah, I think a lot of people are wondering definitely what's going on with Marvel.
Yeah.
And I think people just need to kind of just wait it out, because I think patience is key, obviously, with this. But I'm not expecting much from Marvel. Like they did, Scott Jordan did, like this is back in September where they said Spider-Man would come back. Things change so fast at Monster Jam. Things can change so rapidly. It's unbelievable. But I think Spider-Man, if the Marvel trucks do come out, I'm excited for them to see what they look like and stuff like that. And if not, I don't think people should be disappointed if they don't come out,
Yeah.
because look at the lineups that we have. Look at the drivers we have. They're awesome.
Yeah, it's like it doesn't have to be like 5 Marvel trucks all in one same announcement. It could be just one. Like I said,
Yeah.
in 2001 they dropped Wolverine, and that was like the first and only one so far until they got Spider-Man later on.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you basically said everything I was thinking, Kaden, about people need just to be patient. Seems like Scott Jordan's kind of hinted at saying patient coming or something like that on a Facebook comment.
Yeah.
I like what I said earlier, to come out this like the beginning of 2023. I knew it wasn't. I kind of had a feeling that it was going to be on later that year, or maybe in.
Yeah.
But yeah, another questionable, which we won't keep going at it, was Todd and Megalodon, of course.
Yeah, that's
Was
a
a questionable.
The Megalodon ones as well. It's like it's every tour.
Yeah.
Almost okay. So it's like with Gravedigger and every tour we're fine with, but with Megalodon it's like okay, like that was just a little bit like far stretched.
Yeah.
But it's whatever. It's a really marketable truck. It's really aimed for the kids or the general audience.
Yeah.
Did it. I think because the Megalodon popularity is skyrocketing, and they wanna milk the Megalodon. They wanna make sure they wanna take advantage of it, and
It's like
there's something probably going on behind the scenes with like the business and stuff like that. And it's
Yeah.
a very
No,
popular truck, right? So
God. You were saying?
no, it's just a very popular truck. So that's probably why they're doing this, because they want to merchandise and stuff like that.
Right. Especially for Spin Master, because their main truck is Bakugan, but like their second marketable truck is Megalodon, I would
And
say.
Gravedigger, yeah.
And Gravedigger. So it's like they're taking the advantage of Megalodon. It sells a lot of merch, it sells a lot of toys. It's on the video games, it's on everything.
Yeah.
It's because it's their Gravedigger now. Like it's like it doesn't always have to be Gravedigger now. It could be just Megalodon.
Right.
Yeah.
But we don't want it to be just Megalodon. We also have other great fell trucks.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could have seen like they could have put Todd in like Monster Mutt Rottweiler. That would have been fun. You know what? Just create Monster Mutt Poodle and put him in that. That'll be fine.
Or Husky. Husky would have been cool.
Yeah, but yeah, even with that, like they could have put Michaela maybe in Scooby Doo or Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Since there's only one.
That was just random, if you want to say that.
But I guess they want to make. I guess they want to get girls involved in this truck too, in Megalodon.
No, we did want to see that too.
We do, yeah. We wanted to see a girl drive Megalodon eventually, and it happened. We're getting 2 girls drive Megalodon next year, which I'm excited for.
Yeah. My next questionable thing. It's not really questionable because kind of figure out why and what the reason is there's a lot of independents running feld bodies than I thought for next year than I figured. Like I wasn't expecting Jamie to switch a feld body. I wasn't really expecting the hook chassis either to do it. But yeah, there's a lot of independents running feld bodies, and
I'll just
I thought.
Honestly, it's not a bad thing. We've seen this before, especially in like 2017 or 2018 when they start to do this. Or 15 if you want to go all the way back to the more Monster Jam days when the Basil brothers ran NEA and Rottweiler, I think, was it?
Yep.
So yeah, it's like they've been doing this for a while, but it's like it's nothing new, but we act like if it is. So that's the problem for us. Like we
Yeah.
think it is new, but it's like it's just out of the ordinary. It's out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
It's not new, but there was a lot more than I thought was gonna happen. Like I kind of figured
Yeah.
Corey was gonna stay in Meg.
Yeah.
I had a feeling like Team Scream was gonna have 2 again.
I'm glad Joe Foley is not driving a felled body, though. I'm glad he's in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess do we have anything else for questionables? Anything else that bother us?
I think we covered it all.
Yeah, I can't think of
Alright.
anything else.
Yeah, I can't bring up anything else at this point. Like we just covered everything.
And
So
for the fans that are waiting and waiting and waiting, be patient. It's coming soon. All of your questions will be answered. All of our questions will get answered. Just wait. I mean, we're 3 weeks away from first quarter, and it's probably going to be another crazy one, and it'll be probably the best first quarter and the most competitive first quarter we've ever seen, especially on Red and Central.
Yeah, I thought last year's Red was gonna be competitive, but this year literally umped it like 10.
10%. And Central too, Cody and Brandon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so I love seeing an arena being competitive once again because
Yeah.
it's not just the stadiums; it has to be arenas as well.
Yeah.
This
I think
like the one good thing I like about these new arena formats is that it just differentiates so much from the triple threat ones.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it doesn't have to be all felled bodies or all. Yeah, it's like it could be felled bodies, like 6 of them, and then the rest are independent, or 3 of them can be independent, and the rest are felled.
Right.
This goes for stadiums too, so we're really interested to see how next year will go.
Yeah. And again, who knows? I mean, we might see some driver changes throughout, some substitutions throughout the season, which normally does happen. And who knows? Maybe Michael Pagliarulo might get a shot in a stadium show in 2023.
Yeah.
No,
We could see some back in a one-off.
Yeah.
Like he had multiple this year.
Yeah. Yeah, no, Frank Crable being one of them get called up from Brandon Duro.
Yeah.
Alex Blackrow returned in Vendetta.
Oh yeah.
We saw a lot of cool things this year.
But it's gonna keep
And better.
So yeah, next as also the slogan for next year is like the 2014 one is as big as it gets. So
yeah.
But they also should throw in the go big or go home, because next year is really going to be a big go big or go home, especially going to be considering it's a really long season from what we used to have. Because World Finals is now like literally in the summer.
Yeah, which is
it's
insane.
Literally right there, like on the 4th of July weekend. So this is
that
a really long.
questionable.
Oh yeah.
Why it was moved to the summer? Yeah.
Yeah, in Nashville, that.
But I mean, a lot of people are off that time of year, and a lot of people have time off, so maybe that's probably why.
That's also when people are also like are in the for school people. It's like they're in vacation times.
Yeah, so that's probably why it worked out for the best for them to do that.
Yeah,
definitely.
Like for me, it works out. For me, it works out because there's time between all the shows I'll go to next year.
Yeah.
So like I get to save enough money for Nashville. Like if it was in March, I wouldn't have been able to.
Right.
But I like it that it's in July. It's in July. I don't mind. It's just weird. It's in one day. That's the thing.
Week of World Finals, so it all worked out.
I mean, my graduation in 2019 was the weekend of World Finals as well. Well, actually, the weekend after.
My graduation was during the pandemic in 2020.
Oh yeah, All right. So I guess that'll do it for our episode. thank you guys for coming.
Yeah.
Mr. Mudd had to leave early. He had to go have dinner. But thank you guys for coming. And where can people find you?
For me, at Dorsey on Instagram and YouTube.
And they can find me at Kaden Allen 7 on Instagram and Kaden Allen on YouTube.
And then for Mr. Mudd, you can find him at MrMudd183DTV. That's his Instagram. But I really want to thank you guys for coming. I hope we can do another episode about any other topic that I can bring up. I did want to do a predictions episode next time, but we already did that here.
Yeah, we covered it all.
I mean, we could make a prediction, like in a little bit, like when the tours, like halfway through the tours.
We can do a week 1 review
for World Finals. That's also true.
A week 1 review.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
We could make a World Finals prediction as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll be seeing you guys soon.
Yeah.
Another time. And then as far as STSL confirms, as far as STSL is concerned, Beam League is running. The main one, we're still on a hiatus, sadly.
Yeah.
So for you, those of you wanting to watch the STS Steel Titans 2 part, it's gonna be a little bit longer.
Yeah.
So
we'll see you in 2025.
Yeah.
We'll see you in 2030, maybe.
Yeah.
Or maybe in 2166. Even.
We'll see. We'll see.
But yeah, that's as far as that is concerned. But yeah, thanks a lot for coming tonight, guys.
Of course.
Yeah, happy to be back.
Looking forward to an amazing 2023 season for Monster Jam. It's gonna be incredible.
Subscribe to STSL
Monster Jam.
Oh yeah, talking about STSL, go into our merch store, pick up some great merch. We have shirts, hoodies, even a flask, or even a mug.
There you go.
If you like that, we still have masks even. We have like 50 left or 49 left actually. As far as from what I saw last time, but yeah, we still got a lot of stuff from the Beam League, the Steel Titans League. But yeah, go ahead and run to our merch store. Check out the YouTube page, the Instagram. The Facebook is no longer running. I just noticed that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I still have the links, but it's no longer there. But anyway, yeah. All right. We got to come up with the slogan. When in doubt, wait, no.
No.
Yeah, no, that's throttle out. Hold on.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I can't come up with one. Right? We'll see you at the next STSL.
Maybe the first January.
Yeah.
We'll see you soon.